What's up, everybody? I'm Abatage, and I'm here to have a shot at the Tiny Bang story. This is an old game, so you've probably seen it. But these days you can pick it up pretty cheap on Steam, and I just love it. It's fantastic. It's so simple, and the art is beautiful, and the puzzles are difficult, and the music is wonderful, and yeah, if we look at profiles here, you can see I'm in my 4th playthrough. I picked it up maybe a couple of years ago, and every now and then I go, you know what I need? I need some more Tiny Bang in my life. It's basically a puzzle game. I know some people like to call puzzle games point and clicks, but it's not a point and click. A point and click is a lot different, although it is pointing and clicking. But it's by Calibri Games. It's an indie. It's just fantastic. And you basically work your way around the world and solve puzzles. And every time you solve puzzles, you fill in a bit more of this jigsaw on the main screen. So you can see I'm up to the 2nd lot. And let's just continue with where I was from. So this is the 2nd area that we're going to now. And we have to basically work our way through this kind of area, and it's a very slow game and a very just contemplative kind of game, and something that you play as a bit of a, I don't know, I use it as kind of a zen relaxation kind of experience. So you're presented with a scene, and as you hover over things you can see different things happen. Like, this is a puzzle where I can try and do that. And that actually worked quite easily, so cool. And as you affect the world, you unlock different things and you journey your way through. Like the last bit of the previous section was to put together this train so that we can then move on to this section. And initially there's a whole pile of puzzle pieces. Like if we click here, you can find puzzle pieces all over the place. And this is one of those ones where you'll probably see things that I don't. So just bear with me if I don't get everything. And you find other things to solve here. So that brought up this little item, and we have to find, that's a battery. So we have to find that battery somewhere. And then we'll be able to use that. So it's basically just looking at the scene and figuring it out. And up the top here you can see there's a hint. So if you do get stuck, you can click on that and get a hint. And I really like the way that it replenishes the hint system. So this little mosquito here will buzz around something, and there's a puzzle piece there. And over the right you can see there's a tally. There's 19 other puzzle pieces left on this stage. It's not just this screen, it's others as well. But to replenish that hint, you click on the mosquitoes that are buzzing around. So it's not always available, but ultimately whenever you want, you can just sit here and click on mosquitoes if you want to, yeah, replenish it. See what that does. Okay, so we need to find some wheels for that as well. So it's kind of like you got to try and find the different things that need to be collected and then collect them. And we can move across to the next scene. Pick up the puzzle pieces. And yeah, that's pretty much the whole game. The puzzles do get fairly difficult the more you go on. Like, yeah, it's not as easy as all that. Which is cool, I think. And there's little bits to uncover here, and there's lots of little details, like if I nudge this wire, it wiggles. And I just love that. And I love the art. I mean, I'm an arty kind of dude anyway, and this sort of thing just really gets me going. I love it. So there's something else to find. If we go down here, that'll take us underground. And there's all these cool characters as well along the way. So he's giving us a hint there of where to find the battery, so when we get to that, we'll get to that. And there's little alcoves like this. There's one of those flasks that we need. And we need to keep an eye out for wheels as well, don't we? And you can just click around randomly, but I find it works a lot better if you just actually look at what you're doing. And take your time and enjoy the music and just kind of have fun. So there's a wheel. There's that other flask. Now we've got both of them. So now that we've got both of those, we can go back to this area and use them on that to try and solve that puzzle. Oh, I hate these slidey things. I'm terrible at these. I may not actually end up doing this, so don't worry. It could take me a while otherwise. Looks like that has to be up. Like that. Oh, there's his shoulder there. But you can see that's like one puzzle. I'm not going to do it like I said because we'll be here all day. There's so many like little nooks and crannies to look at and lots of little pieces of art to really check out. I love the detail, it's just so beautifully illustrated. It's like stepping into a children's book for a while. Let's use this on here. Oop. So here we go, this is a puzzle. This is similar to the earlier one where we had to, which you haven't seen, but to build the train we had to do this. So you've got a diagram here and you go through and basically recreate it. And from when that old guy in the other room, from what he told us, if we complete this, in theory we should be able to get the battery. Where does that bit go? That goes there. Ooh. Looks like it goes on there. And I just love it. I mean, it's such a cool game. Let's go there. And there's little things like this piece here. It looks like it's part of the picture, but if you grab it, out it comes. 12 of 13, I need one more. What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing that bit down the bottom. That must be there. Ah, see, that opened that, and we got the battery. So now that we've got the battery, we can go back over here. Pop it in there. And I'm not sure if that does anything yet. Because essentially you need to do a certain number of things. So I probably need to get these wheels as well. So let's try and find that. It's not any of these wheels, no. Not in there. Let's try across another screen. There will be jigsaw puzzles here. Oh. Oh. Okay, so we need little tap things for there, like this. And there's just so much detail in everything, and yeah. That's why I wanted to show this off. It's a very, like I say, it's an old game. It's been out for a while. You can pick it up fairly cheap. And obviously I think it's worth it, because that's why I'm doing it, because I started playing it again the other day, just as I do. Can't see any wheel. Maybe I'm... Like I said, you might see things that I don't. I'm sorry if you do, but... And you're sitting there going, it's right there, dude. But I tend to, as I'm looking, I pick up these little mosquito dudes. Just in case I need a hint, because... occasionally you do. But we need these little things. How many of them do we need? 2 more. Okay, that should be fairly You'd think that would be fairly straightforward. I know there's one here because I saw it before. Maybe there was one underground. But I'm going to look for this for a second and let you listen to the music, because the music is fantastic, in my opinion. Okay, now, this is obviously another type of puzzle, which is a pipes puzzle. The way I generally deal with these puzzles is I try to do all the edges first, because they can generally only go one way. Like if that's a corner there, then obviously that has to be a corner there. And so on and so forth. And then it almost explains itself as you go from that point. So this must have to go that way, because even if that was like that, it can't do it. And that must have to go that way. This could go either this way or that way. So I know, crazy. Looks like that will have to go that way. This could go like this. Essentially, we need to seal this circuit, for want of a better word. Ooh, although that has to go like that. Maybe that has to go like that. No, because that's a 3, so that... Yeah, okay. Maybe... No. Ah. There we go. But how cool is the music? I mean, it's just fantastic. So we need some of these. And I'm not going to, you know, go on forever with this. Because you can pretty much see what it's about fairly easily, I think. But it's definitely worth checking out. And if you like puzzle games, or you like games that you can just take your time with and, you know, not get too bothered by and just chill out, this is definitely a good game for that. Sometimes I just want to relax and, you know, not get too hardcore about something. There's got to be a wheel around somewhere. Missing one of everything at the moment. We need one more puzzle piece, one more knobby bit. Like, one of these anyway. And one more wheel. Round wheelie type, coggy type bit. We do have a hint. It won't hint you anything if there's nothing on the scene to hint at. So there's obviously nothing to look for there. Or there. Maybe down here. Ah, there's something. See, maybe we have to finish this puzzle to get something. Because quite often that is the case. Oh, there's a jigsaw puzzle piece there. Because sometimes, yeah, you have to solve a puzzle to get a piece for the next puzzle. And that sort of thing. Is there a clue as to what this looks like? Oh, there's a medicine cabinet. Didn't even realise that was there. But we've got all the jigsaw puzzle pieces. Oh, no, that's not it. See if there's anything in here again. But I find it's very much the kind of game that you can get lost in. And just, yeah, play for a while, lose track of time a little, and try and nut things out. Like things like this take me ages, because I'm not very good at this sort of stuff. I think maybe that has to go... Yeah, you do get the wheel from this, because once you make this wheel and you finish it, that becomes the solution. I remember now. That piece. So I'm not very good at planning ahead with these things. I just generally move one piece into what I think is the right spot. And then that's it. And then try and move another piece and so on and so forth. Without fucking it up too much, hopefully. Oh, look at this. If I can get this, I'll be a happy chappy, that's for sure. This bit. Oh, that's not bad. It's getting there. Except I'm gonna need this. Maybe there? Yeah. Ah, that's where it goes. Okay, so that needs to go down there. Okay. Cool. Oh, that needs to go here. This needs to go down the bottom. They need to be swapped. That obviously needs to come this way more. But this needs to go over here. I reckon we'll do it. And then we'll pretty much be done. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. And then that is the final wheel. See? See what I mean? How cool is that? I love it. So let's just have a little look at that one as well, and then we'll call it a day. Because I could literally play this for ages. Now, if we click that, that'll now pull that up. And we've got another thing here, so we need to find these balls. But I'm not going to, because as much as I'd love to, like right now, all I want to do is keep searching for stuff like these balls or these ones here that are all over the place. There's loads of them to find. And I'd love to go around and find the rest of them, but I'm not going to, because we're already hitting about the mark, the as maximum length that I like to go. So yeah, anyway, that's the Tiny Bang story. It's an old one, but it's worth it, I think. Definitely worth checking out. Check the description for links, it'll all be in there. And check it out on Steam, it's fairly cheap these days, like you can pick it up everywhere, and it's, you know, it's that old that it's a good, cheap, relaxing, chilled out game. With some amazing art, it's just wonderful. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.